Hello and welcome to my channel, The Chocolate Cake Diet. I'm Tori K, and today I'm going to do a huge Who review. That sounds awful. But anyway, with the new live action Pooh coming out, I got a bunch of merchandise, including the extremely sought after Winnie the Pooh plushes. So let's go ahead and get started in this video. But before I do, if you could please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be linking all of my social networks if you could go ahead and follow me on those. So, we're ready, let's get started. So the first product I'm going to review is this adorable Kanga and Roo. So like I said, these plush have been sold out. I was actually fortunate enough to get them when they restocked. I ordered my Winnie the Pooh and Piglet maybe minutes before the original sold out. And then when the second reissue, when they restocked, I went ahead and ordered Kanga and Roo. I also have Tigger and Eeyore coming, but they're not going to be here until October. They're on back order that long. But at this point, it's almost impossible to even get them on back order. Even at the parks, it's pretty unlikely you're going to find them. So this is the new live action plush of Kanga and Roo. And as you can see, these plushes are jointed and they're made very old-fashioned. You can see the seams on them. So these are made like the old-time plush because I believe it's set back in, say, the 40s or 30s. So Kanga can actually stand up on her own, kind of, sort of, with a little bit of help, I would think. So, but she can be posed. Yes, she can. There we go. Woo! She stood up. So she can be stood up, and just don't touch her too much. And little Roo is actually a full-scale plush as well, but he's sewn on to Kanga. Now that would be really easy to snip, but I'm not going to do that because I have a feeling that it'd be a little bit difficult to get him back into the pouch. So Kanga has really pretty eyes. She's got the little black button eyes, and they have the embroidered features on both of them. And he's got his little sweater, an actual knit sweater on him. So this is an absolutely beautiful plush. I'm very, very happy with her and him. So the next one is going to be Piglet. And Piglet also is jointed. So I believe jointed would be the right word to describe this. And Piglet has his little knit scarf and little green middle here, little middle scarf. And he also has the black button-like eyes and the embroidered features. And Piglet is a very furry, very fluffy feel. Piglet, I don't believe, can stand up. I'm gonna try it and see if he can. No, he can't stand up on his own, but if you were to put him like with a little stand, he could. His ears, however, they're not wired. So you can kind of manipulate them a little bit, but not a lot. So he's adorable. That's another thing. These are very, very substantial plush. They're very well made. They're heavy, like Pooh. With him being jointed at the bottom, it's very easy to make him sit. You can actually hear how solid he is. That's the joints you hear when I tap him on the table. So, of course, he, like the other ones, can be posed. His head does not move, however. He's got his little knit shirt. And Pooh has actually a little bit more facial features than Piglet. The one that has the most, of course, is Kanga over here, and I love her ears. I don't know if I mentioned the fabric that Kangas use, but it feels almost like a burlap fabric, I'm gonna say. It's like a kind of a coarse fabric that she's made with. And while the other two are made with like a soft, plushy, furry kind of fabric. So, I can also do a review of Eeyore and Tigger when they arrive, so if you could please leave a comment and let me know if you'd like to see those. And of course, I'm leaving the tags on these because these are already pretty valuable plush. But let me go ahead and make Pooh stand up. Now the only thing about Pooh is that, I mean, you can get him to stand with a stand on, but because his joints are so heavy, because it's like they were more concerned with making him sit than they were making him stand, I have a feeling that if you were to stand him up for too long, it would start to make indentions and wrinkles right on his feet. Oh, and speaking of feet, he actually has a different fabric on the soles of his feet and on the bottoms of his hands, which is super sweet. It's almost like a kind of like a satiny kind of feeling fabric, but still plushy. All right, and moving on to this adorable cup that I got from the Disney store. So this is the live action characters. However, I was surprised because the pictures look more like the old time, the traditional Winnie the Poohs that we know. You can look at it here. I'm gonna bring it closer to the camera in a moment. But inside it says, tea makes everything better, and they're having a little tea party. So let me go ahead and pull this closer. And you can see the characters on the back as well. Show the front again, and you can see the little "He makes everything better" here. This is honestly one of the cutest mugs I've gotten from the Disney store. It has a really solid feel. It's just a really nice mug, and the thing I like about it too is that you can actually use this to drink out of. You know, some of the Disney mugs are just for decoration only. This one is a substantial mug, and it's got like a nice handle. It would actually be easy to drink out of, and it's dishwasher and microwavable, I believe. Yes, it is. And I am a sucker for Disney PJs, so I had to get myself these Disney Winnie the Pooh PJs. So, I have not tried these on, but they look really cute, so I'm going to try them on and be right back. While these Disney Store PJs fit decently, honestly I didn't think they were worth the $30 I paid for them. The material felt a bit like scrubs in the pants, and the pants weren't exactly comfortable. Also, the top buttons in the shirt were almost impossible to get fastened. Since I forgot to include a close-up picture of the PJs, I borrowed this one from the Disney Store website. The artwork matches the pictures featured on the plush tags and shows Pooh Bear in London. This little book I purchased from Target, and it's a very cute book from the Christopher Robin movie. So basically, it's just a little picture book, and inside it's filled with sayings that I believe are from the live-action movie. So the illustrations are very sweet. Even though they have an old-fashioned look, they actually look like the new characters. And they even have Christopher Robin included in it with Pooh. Now this next book I actually had on my shelf for about a year, and I purchased it at Barnes & Noble, but I thought now would be a good time to show it. It's a super awesome book showing the whole story behind the Winnie the Pooh book, showing where A.A. Milne lived, his inspiration for it, and there's super cute features in it like this pop-up Winnie the Pooh tree. It also features like this, showing Eeyore's tail, which is actually a plush little tail that's been attached to it. There's little figure pop-ups, I believe they have recipes in it, and it shows some of the original illustration and the design for them. Thank you for watching. Be sure to follow me on all the social networks, and until the next time, see you soon. Bye.